I know the title is going to come across as me shilling for China. That's not what I'm doing, I promise, but I do have to give credit where it's due. When Marvel Rivals came out, I started playing it even though I've been getting popped regularly, unless I use Namor. I still need a lot of practice because I've also been playing Path of Exile 2, which I absolutely love. But yeah, I was actually shocked and I started clapping, like legitimately sat down on my yoga ball and started clapping because I thought, yes, America is back. They finally understood what their audience wanted and they were finally going back to the roots that they left so long ago for some godforsaken reason. But that's not what's happening. I took a closer look and realized, oh, that America was still sinking in the quicksand we left them in back there, and that they put themselves in, and that this new Marvel game was not by their own design, but by another country's. Someone had actually pointed out to me in the comments, and they were like, well, I saw it was like an Eastern game, so I immediately was interested, and I'm like, Eastern? What are you talking about? This is Marvel. But no, as I said in the other video, this was made by a Chinese company. As you can see here, NetEase Games, China, so there. And it really had me wondering how it's possible that somebody from across the water can do a better job at making a game using the IP of another country. Like, this is so embarrassing. Usually when America takes things from countries like Japan, they usually make it worse. I will give the allowances for some horror, because when it comes to horror movies, I think that Americans have gotten the vibe down very well. However, the concepts that they rip off of the Japanese stuff are usually better. Like, I mean, in Japan, they come up with more creepy stuff, and America probably exercises it better, produces it better, but that also has to do with the technology and it being more modern when they adapt it. But lately, when it comes to video gaming and entertainment in general, it seems America kind of sucks. All their characters just have to look frumpy and dumpy for some reason. So anyway, Twitter is the gift that keeps giving, and they've drawn up comparisons between Marvel Rivals art for their characters and the geriatric versions. It helps people understand why people are attracted to certain things when you put these things side by side. You know, so people don't think we're being crazy. I know that like attraction is subjective in certain instances, but when it comes to gaming and in general, 99% of what humans find delectable, you'll find that we're actually not so different. So on the left, we have Captain America as per Marvel Rivals, and on the right, we have the Avengers. See, the guy on the left looks serious and like it's just another day that he's gonna have to put America's ass to use, while the dude on the right looks like a hangover drunk deadbeat father of 4 who left his ex-wife in the trailer passed down from his mom and is barely able to keep his eyes open at the birthday party of the snotty 4-year-old kid who's a big fan of Captain America. The guy is slumping over trying his best not to fall over and just praying that this gig that's supposed to pay him $100 will be enough for him to get another case of beer and go to sleep for a few days. He doesn't look like the hero. He looks like the one who needs saving. The guy on the right looks like he's waiting for the guy on the left to save him. The guy on the right looks like he took it involuntarily up the back door from the guy on the left. The guy on the right looks like he lost his girlfriend or ex-wife and kids to the guy on the left. The guy on the left looks like he would look at the guy on the right and smile sweetly saying, "That's cute, you look up to me." The guy on the right looks like he wears padding for what the guy on the left naturally has. The dude on the right looks like the left guy took his eyes. That's what's going on. The guy on the right looks like he's wearing knee pads because his knees are already failing, so if he has to drop down into a kneeling position, what's left of his kneecaps don't splinter. The guy on the left looks like a mid-journey generation if you were to enter the prompt "proud to be an American," or a video game boss based on the country North America, while the one on the right looks like the undead minions that you have to cut through mobs of with your weakest AoE skill. Anyway, then we move on to the next skin. We've got the Marvel Rivals on the left, the Avengers on the right. Now, I'm not saying the designs are perfect, but which one would you rather pick to protect you in a fight against evil scum? The dude on the left or the dude on the right? See, the dude on the left looks like the human manifestation of a lion. The dude on the right looks like someone cosplaying as Thor in recovery. The dude on the left looks like boss music would start playing if you walked into a room and misgendered him. The dude on the right looks like the guy behind the counter scared shitless of the dude on the left. Look, he won't even look at the camera. Does he even have eyes? The dude on the right, when hearing the dude on the left tell him to bend over, would say, "Yes, ma'am," right away. And look at the foot difference. The dude on the right looks like his feet are shrinking, while the dude on the left looks like his feet ate the dude on the right's feet. The dude on the left looks like his crotch meat has veins. The dude on the right looks like someone chopped off his crotch meat, slow baked it in Jamaican jerk sauce, and ate it in front of him, and now his soul is gone. Bruh, he looks like he spent 50 years in a torture chamber being tortured by the dude on the left. Dude on the left looks like what America should be, and the dude on the right is giving the vibe of this was America after a devastating apocalypse hit it. Now on to Iron Man, which is not the worst I've seen, but the one on the left from Marvel Rivals looks like the Iron Man toy you want to spend a lot of money on. I don't know why his face is peeled back. Maybe it's the Chinese version, I don't know, but it looks freaking badass. And the one on the right looks like what they offer at Walmart in the clearance aisle. Now on to the superior Iron Man, who looks decent, with the head looking a little bit more feminine than I would like, but it still loads better than the thing on the right that looks like a chrome-colored alien cockroach wearing a severed human head. Dude on the right looks like he's wearing a rich person's version of a motorcycle suit from the year 3000. It doesn't even look iron. The dude on the right doesn't look remotely like anything pertaining to Iron Man, and instead looks like an extra at a P. Diddy party. He probably produces the oil that people are gonna use for the whole slip and slide thing from out of whatever the hell this piece of the suit is supposed to be. So we got some more instances of comparisons between some of the characters we've seen from before in different costumes. Dude on the left looks like he's wearing an Iron Man suit to pick up the ladies. Dude on the right looks like a ladyboy having painted an Iron Man suit on his body. The Iron Man on the right looks like the turd that would slide out of someone who ate Iron Man. Why does the gold part of the paint look so dull? Why is he standing like he broke his hip? Now on to Thor.
Mere illusion. You should have stayed away. Trickster, feel my thunder!
As you can see from the Marvel Rivals rendition of Thor holding his mighty hammer, this definitely is the son of Odin. Almost looking like Odin himself. There's no doubt when you look at someone like this that he has god blood just running through his veins. Sorry. The dude on the right looks like someone who had his coworkers tell him that he looked like Thor, and he took it seriously and decided to dive all the way into the character and go audition for Who's Got Talent, only to be kicked off when he couldn't lift up his own hammer prop. The tank on the left looks like an obvious god of thunder, and the one on the right looks like one of his bastard children with the humans that ended up on the weaker side of the gene pool. So this is supposed to be another skin. The dude on the left looks like a soul-sucking demon version of Thor, while the one on the right looks like he performs the soul-sucking on rich, lonely married men by role-playing on the street corner for a small bag of dicks. Sorry, drugs. The one on the right looks like someone did a very evil and sloppy Photoshop of a makeover for him. He's so poor, he couldn't actually go to Michael's to get the costume, but he wanted to impress his crush, and so they took some PNGs off of Google Images and got to work. Bro, just look at his hand, just hanging limply like it doesn't belong to him, or like it's so used to grabbing onto the meat of many men that is perpetually stuck in the beat meat position. The dude on the right looks like those homeless people that dress up and try to perform tricks when everybody's at a red light with their windows up, hoping the person doesn't come over to their car so he can get some money to not take the bus to go to the job fair, but instead get his next fix. Anyway, in this next skin, the dude on the left is the dude that just lifted a car off your woman. The dude on the right is you. Because your wife can't ever repay the dude on the left, this is what your evenings now look like, trying your best to recreate her hero, knowing you will never come close, and seeing that she would rather close her eyes as you mount her dressed up in this costume, rather than look at how pathetic you look and how much you don't come close to the original. Look at Hulk from Marvel Rivals. He looks like a beast. He looks like something that's manic in his feet. Look, dude, it's like they're their own organism. The bottom version of Hulk, or the Avengers version, looks like Hulk after he just got married and feels like he no longer needs to work on himself. Even the color's drained out of him. You know what's not being drained out of him? Sun's getting low indeed.
Sun's getting real low.
I think one of the worst offenders is what is supposed to be Black Widow. Marvel Rivals version of Black Widow on the left looks like the woman who would grab everyone's attention if she were to walk down the street. The type of woman that you would have to try very hard to keep your head straight if you're walking with your woman, so you don't disrespect your partner without realizing that your partner is even looking at her too. I'm sorry, but the Avengers one on the right looks like a dude trying to pretend to be Black Widow. I legit almost thought that it was. Like, I literally thought I was looking at a dude with long red hair. That's everybody's IT teacher when it's Friday night and he's feeling himself himself and he wants to advertise to all his students that he's willing and ready for some reason. The woman on the left is Black Widow. The character on the right is just Widow. Ooh, the white skin suit looks even better. Look at that. Super sexy and believable that this is a femme fatale. The one on the right is just fatal on the eyes. What's with these weird kneecap things on the foreground that every single one of the characters have? Why does Black Widow on the right looks like she has the body of a man? She looks like she doesn't want to be there, like every other character. She looks like a father who's standing in for his daughter's role as Black Widow at her college theater class. Okay, so next up, what do we have here? Is this supposed to be Hawkeye on the left? Damn. I had no idea he was supposed to be that freaking good looking. He looks like he packs a punch and looks like he is also packing. He almost looks like Bucky a little bit, which is a compliment. The guy on the left looks like he's trying to run a marathon of how many chicks he can pick up on Tinder, but he gets so many matches that he gets bored because it's more work trying to swipe through all of them that he just plays Russian roulette in his decision making. He also looks like a freaking villain criminal that all the weird women who are against misogyny suddenly thirst for when they realize that he's a criminal, but he's also hot. The guy on the right the fuck is this? Whose grandfather is this? What were they? What? Sorry, I have to keep pausing. The guy on the right looks like Nathan from The Office, who's gonna get arrested in 2 months when they find out that he has a whole portfolio filled with AI-generated children in questionable scenarios. He looks like that substitute teacher who's balding but doesn't want to accept the fact that he's balding, so he spray paints his hair on or gets it tattooed on his head. He looks like someone who's socially awkward and his mother dresses him up for Halloween, and then she tells him to pose and take a picture because he's so handsome. And this is the stance that he strikes and the expression that he wears. This is the guy that if a girl brings him home to her father and her father's ready to beat the shit out of him, the father would take one good look at him and instantly relax, realizing that he won't be around for long. This is the guy that if he was dating a girl, he would be a really wonderful partner, but when the girl introduces him to other guys or she just goes out in public with him, the other guys would look at him and laugh. He's the kind of guy that other guys would try to steal his girl from him because they feel sorry for her. This is the dude that warrants the response, who, when people introduce him as Hawkeye. The dude on the left is your picture from college, and the dude on the right is how you look in person now. The dude on the left is a profile picture headshot, and the dude on the right is when you reveal the full body when you meet your crush. The dude on the left is how you feel with filters on, and the dude on the right is the painful realization that this is what you really look like, and there's nothing that you can do about it, unless, of course, you apply yourself and actually go to the gym and stop being a fucking loser. The dude on the right looks like one of those NPCs that you hit your car with in GTA and you watch them go flopping behind you over the car. And the dude on the left is how you feel when you're playing GTA and you're being chased by the cops for hitting that guy on the right. The dude on the left is a giver. The dude on the right is a receiver. The dude on the left is a dude who fucks. The dude on the right gets fucked. And his girlfriend does too by everybody but him. Next up is another skin. The dude on the left for this skin looks like the gay representation that people deserve. The dude on the right just looks gay. The dude on the left looks like an Asian guy trying to emulate an American punk rock star. The dude on the right looks like a weebo who thinks that this is what Asian girls will be into. Next up is Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man doesn't look so bad. He just looks bored and looks like he has the exact same flat rectangular body type that everybody else has, including the women. In this case, it's best that he leaves on the mask because I don't want to think about what's under there. Oh God. I say that and then we see the other iteration of him and I take it back. What in the... no. See, the next skin actually looks badass for Marvel Rivals. Look at the intricate thought that went into what in the pendulum is between his legs. Okay, that looked very different at a glance. Anyway, the dude on the right, it actually took me a while to realize there was a dude on the right because that's how freaking insignificant he looks. The dude on the left is what every other country who's never seen a black dude thinks a black dude looks like. And this is why a lot of them think that they feel justified in being afraid of him. Meanwhile, the black dudes are proud to be portrayed like this. The dude on the right is what Hollywood has done to black men. Dude on the left looks mysterious and sexy and every guy wants to be him and every girl wants to have his children. The dude on the right has the expression and posture of a dark-skinned dude being caught after curfew in a sundown town.
Damn, boy!
Wow, Bucky actually looks like Bucky here, or a badass version of Bucky, or he feels like Bucky. Like, I would look at the Marvel Rivals version and think instantly, yep, that's Bucky. The dude on the right looks like a poor white man trying to play a rich white woman. I cannot believe that they went with this design for Bucky in the Avengers. Like, even his metal arm is caught lacking. Like, how do you make it look less impressive than an actual arm? At least they're drawing a balance, because not only are they making the women look like men, but they're making the men look like women too. So I guess there's that, equal rights for everybody and all that shit. It looks creepy looking, like PlayStation-ass graphics, looking like a character from out of mouthwashing. It looks like they resurrected the dead version of that guy, you know, the one that says, "Oh, hi, Mark," to pose for whatever the hell this character is supposed to be, because it sure as shit ain't Bucky. Marvel Rivals did a great job in portraying the characters and making them look like either the comic book versions of themselves or better versions than even the MCU versions. The Avengers game just made them look like how clothes come out when they've been machine washed for the 1000th time. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Which do you prefer?
Character designs in Marvel Rivals vs. Marvel's Avengers is hilarious. It's like night and day. I don't know what the fuck the devs were cooking up with Marvel's Avengers game, but these skins are ass. This cap design just looks like bro has some jeans on with hockey pads standing next to this fucking tank. What are we doing here, man? Like, that's not cap.